There's something about dinosaurs that's fascinated people for years. Perhaps it's their enormous size or the fact we don't really know that much about them. Modern science will tell you that located below the waters of Mexico lies the site of an extinction event. In a geologic instant, most of the world's animals and plant species went extinct. During this event, lofty debris darkened skies around the world. The planet chilled and stayed that way for years. 70% of life on Earth perished and the reign of the dinosaurs was over. So why then are people seeing modern day dinosaurs in remote parts of the world? An easy explanation would be that these people are misidentifying modern creatures. However, many people have come forward and stated they've witnessed what appears to be a dinosaur. This sounds impossible, but who says that some of these creatures didn't survive in remote parts of the world? For example, it was long believed that coelacanths became extinct around 80 million years ago, but in 1938 a living coelacanth was discovered in the Indian Ocean. This was near the southern coast of Africa. Incredibly, these creatures have been living since the time of the dinosaurs. There is one alleged living dinosaur that's gained some attention over the years. It's being called the Mokele Mbembe. The Mokele Mbembe, which means the one who stops the flow of rivers, is a dinosaur-like cryptid that lives in the Congo. Is said to look like a sauropod or long-necked dinosaur such as an Apatosaurus. There have been many sightings of this creature in the Congo, and some eyewitnesses have come forward and talked about their encounter. Its meat is apparently poisonous, as a group of villagers once captured one and everybody who ate the meat died shortly after. This creature has a long neck, a long tail and rounded shaped tracks with 3 claws. The closest known animal that has these characteristics is a sauropod dinosaur. When some of the local people of the Lukwara region drew in the dirt or sand a representation of the Mokele Mbembe, they drew the shape of a sauropod dinosaur. They were then shown pictures of various animals, but when a picture of a sauropod dinosaur came up they said that's a picture of the Mokele Mbembe. This was filmed as part of a documentary, and many who participated were certain the Mokele Mbembe was a dinosaur. Its body size is somewhere between the size of a hippopotamus and an elephant. Its length has been reported to be between 5 and 10 meters. The length of the neck is between 1.6 and 3.3 meters, and the length of the tail is between 1.2 and 3.8 meters. There have also been reports of a frill on the back of the head. The frill is like that found on a male chicken. There have also been reports of it having a horn on its head. Some people have compared the footprints of this creature to a hippo, and although there are similarities, they don't appear to be the same animal. It's also been said that the local people will be able to identify a hippo from a sauropod dinosaur. The colour of the skin is reddish brown with a colour range from grey to brown. There are no reports of hair on the animal. The tracks are rounded in shape between 1 to 3 feet in diameter with 3 claws. The distance between tracks is around 7 to 8 feet. The basic belief is that the Mokele Mbembe does not make any sounds, though there have been some conflicting reports. The creature lives in the pools and swamps adjacent to the rivers of the Lukwara swamp region of the People's Republic of the Congo and the continent of Africa. It uses the lakes as a crossing path to go from one river to another river. The pygmies of the Lukwara region report that the essential diet of the creature consists of the mulumbo plant. Since it only eats plants, the Mokele Mbembe is classified as a herbivore. It lives most of its time underwater except when it eats or travels to another part of the swamp. It's been reported that the Mokele Mbembe does not like hippopotamuses, and will attack them on sight, but it does not eat them. Oddly, hippos cannot be found where the Mokele Mbembe lives. One person said the following about this creature: "This creature is big and I have witnessed it firsthand. It's common knowledge that this creature is quiet, and people who have witnessed it describe the same thing. A large animal that is able to creep up on you. The one I saw was around 16 feet in length. It had a long neck and medium-sized stubby feet. The tracks it left behind were quite wide. Telling this story isn't easy as many people don't believe you. It's incredible to witness something like this, but then hard when people call you a liar. I know that I witnessed the river beast that day." Other accounts can be found online of people who believe they've witnessed this creature. This creature isn't anything new to this region, it's been living near the Congo basin for over 200 years. So what proof do we have of this creature? The best evidence people put forward is its giant footprints that people have discovered. Except from that, there isn't much else. There have also been many expeditions led by people who returned empty-handed. However, some say the reason people didn't find anything is because the Congo River basin is huge. This is true. It covers over 1.5 million square miles of Central Africa, so there is a very slight possibility an undiscovered creature could be living in a remote region. Some have put forward the theory that these alleged sightings are just stories that have been passed down. Some early stories that are told by locals include giant animal ghosts. These ghost animals were said to live in the Congo and even protect it from outsiders. It's been said that this is where the Mokele-mbèmbé could have originated from. The locals of the area, however, truly believe this creature exists. One local said the following: "While walking near the river with my son, he spotted something in the water. It looked like an object floating, so my son threw a stick at it. This object then started to move towards us. After 20 seconds or so, it then lifted out of the water, and that's when I saw it. I got a glimpse of what everyone had talked about. It had grey skin and it was very big, around 2 times bigger than a hippo. It had a large bulky head and a large body. We watched as it dragged itself on the bank. After this, it disappeared into the bushes. Since this encounter, I haven't seen it again. Unless we've searched every single piece of land of the Congo, we can't 100% say this creature doesn't exist. However, if this creature did exist, it would need a good population to keep them going. So scientists say this creature does not exist for that reason, and if there was a large population, they would have been observed by now. For mainstream scientists to believe in this creature, they would need a real sample or even the creature itself. Reporters who have visited the location have said that the locals tried to take them on these tours. This has led some to suggest the locals have made up this creature so travellers will pay money to go out on these expeditions. One person who went on one of these expeditions said the following: "This creature is said to be extremely rare, and on my tour I saw this supposed animal. Although the whole experience was incredible, I had to question what I actually saw. There was always a part of me that thought one of the locals was under the water pretending to be the creature. I guess that's a skeptic inside of me talking. One thing people should do is keep an open mind. Scientists are constantly discovering new species of animals, so for now the Mokele-mbèmbé remains a mystery of the Congo. It's not just the Congo where alleged dinosaurs have been witnessed. The African monster is said to be a large surviving member of the dromaeosaurid that inhabits the vast Atacama Desert of Chile. It has descriptions of that of a dromaeosaur and kangaroo. Various motorists driving on the road have reported a 6-foot-tall sharp-toothed bipedal dinosaur crossing the road in front of them. It's been said that it has 3-toed footprints, characteristic of that of a primitive dinosaur, kangaroo or even emu. In 2004, several members of a large Spanish family saw what they described as a dog-faced kangaroo-like creature that surrounded their vehicle as they made their way home to Africa. Several times in 2004, other people reported seeing the creature. Once it was even seen in a group. There are many possibilities of what this animal could be. It could be a living type of modern animal. Since the Atacama Desert is so vast and it can barely support the very few animals that live there, most people say it was just a hoax. Others say otherwise. The newspapers in those cities collected recent accounts from citizens who claimed to have seen the rare creature. In addition, a military officer named Human Cuva said he spotted 2 of the beasts while travelling with 2 other adults and 2 children in a vehicle. He was quoted as saying, "A huge beast much like a 2-legged dinosaur with huge thighs." They described the animal as being exactly like the raptor from Jurassic Park. Other motorists have also reported coming into contact with an animal that looks like it stepped out of a time capsule. A composite of the creature reported by eyewitnesses shows us an animal like a raptor, with thick leathery skin, 3-toed feet, an upright stance and razor-sharp teeth. This animal is said to live in caves near sources of water. From these accounts, it's certainly a carnivore, and seems to resemble members of a theropod family. A scientist has been studying reports of people who claim to have seen this unusual animal. This northern Chilean desert has yielded up some amazing finds, which indicate that dinosaurs had been plentiful in this part of South America. He feels that a dinosaur will be able to remain relatively undetected, as long as there is sufficient vegetation, canyons in which to live and hide and a source of drinking water. However, the majority of people agree there are no living dinosaurs today. Other than birds, there is no scientific evidence that any dinosaurs such as Tyrannosaurus, Velociraptor, Apatosaurus, Stegosaurus or Triceratops are still alive. The general belief is that these and all other non-avian dinosaurs became extinct at least 65 million years ago at the end of the Cretaceous period. So what do you guys make of this story? Do you think the Mokele-mbèmbé exists? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.